I'm thankful to have you here this Thursday, publication day for the Sagersville Independent front page. Did not grab one before I sat down. No surprise. Features a report on our Kennedy Stacy and, of course, the Lady Pioneers from Transy. And we're still working to get a little FaceTime with her and get some really good, I'm sure, what will be stories and sentiments about her and their journey. So look for that to come, hopefully. With that said, indictments returned today by the sitting Montgomery County Grand Jury, as well as some playful news I kind of missed yesterday because it was during my recording time, but we've already kind of made arrangements to make sure we get to do this again and working something out on a regular schedule, so to speak, as we have been for a while. I'll elaborate more in a few moments. A lot of other news and information. Let's touch on the weather that did not touch us as great as it did other parts of Kentucky. Fortunately, as was hoped for last night, it kind of fizzled out to the extent of what it was when it barreled through far western Kentucky and parts of central Kentucky. That's not to say, however, that it wasn't serious and deadly. A total of 4 confirmed tornadoes during the outbreak yesterday. That squall line produced 3, I think, in the Jefferson County area and 1 in Meade County. And also 1 man in Meade County died as a result of a downed tree. He was said to be walking his dog when it blew over and struck him, killing him instantly. As far as your weather is concerned, it is on to calmer times. We have a somewhat cooler, certainly, Easter forecast for you, but a nice one in store. It will start off a bit nippy, actually, Saturday morning and Sunday morning, but not so much Saturday, but Sunday and Monday, I guess, to be correct. Nevertheless, I've got your updated Easter forecast for you in a few moments and a host of other news and information. It's hard to imagine it's been as long as it has, but reminders are everywhere. Case in point, the Montgomery County Rescue Squad media auction is coming up. Hard to believe. During the last year, the Rescue Squad has answered about 850 calls requiring, and this is not exact, this is they put pen to paper, they figured this out, and this is a pretty fair number for every year. 739,000 man hours are logged in about 739,000 man hours and logged about 2,400 hours of training. So that's response time in the hundreds of thousands of hours when you add up those 850 calls. The men and women who, of course, answer those, the hours they spend on scene, and then, again, the 2,452 man hours of training, and it's all volunteer time. And May the 4th will be the next annual Montgomery County Rescue Squad media auction, the 45th annual auction, in its pretty standard format, of course, where you'll be able to see it. I'm telling you this now because everyone is hoping that you'll be able to support them again, and you'll be seeing them at your businesses and the like, or you can always reach out to any squad member or contact the Rescue Squad at 349-5500. There's someone manning that phone a lot of the time around the clock each day, so give them a call if you can help us. It will be greatly appreciated, and of course we would always ask that it be in honor of our lost captain. So, in a few moments, I'll get to our community calendar and I'll remind you about the big Easter event going on at Battlefield Park. Be sure you're there for that in the calendar. And I'll tell you more. 14,000 eggs. I was joking about how 12,000 must have been a misprint last night, knowing it wasn't. They've added to that 14,000 eggs. Dozens and dozens and dozens of prizes, bicycles, 500 hot dog lunches, 4 to 5 bands. The list goes on. I'll tell you about it. The big event this weekend on the community calendar in just a few seconds. A quick reminder that you have until Monday the 17th, so you've got a few days, but Monday the 17th to pay your taxes here in Montgomery County, property taxes, before they are turned over to the clerk's office for collection under a delinquent status. They are under the penalty phase right now. I believe it is the 21% phase, but nevertheless, it goes over to a delinquent status after Monday the 17th, and as such, you can't make it there during the week. Sheriff Bill Meade notified us last night, as I told you, that on Saturday the 15th, not this Saturday but the following, the sheriff's office will be open from 9 to 4. So you can pay your taxes then. I'll be right back with the first of a few indictments that I can report on, as were reported out by the Montgomery County Grand Jury earlier today. Montgomery Farm Bureau and Manager Doug Green are proud to welcome Agent Jeff Salyer to the agency. Jeff's lifelong knowledge of the community and our people make him an immediate asset for all of your auto, home, life, commercial, and retirement investments. They're waiting for your call or visit at Montgomery Farm Bureau. What we have here is our famous chicken sandwich at your Sayersville Lee's, which is also Saturday's special. You can get a chicken sandwich, wedges, and a drink for just $6. Friday's special is a liver or gizzard dinner with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $5.79 plus tax. Let's recap. Chicken sandwich, Saturday special, or get it any day of the week. Fridays, livers or gizzards at your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe.
AppalachianWireless.com is here to make your life easier and save you money. Sign in or create a self-care account to pay bills, view usage, or check contract dates. You can also apply for paperless billing and auto pay to save up to $5 per phone per month on postpaid plans. Forward pay customers, you can also renew or change your plans and pay your bills online as well. It's self-care at AppalachianWireless.com because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
Get great deals on the greatest brands at Conley Tire with up to $150 back on Goodyears, $100 on Hancooks, $100 on Mickey Thompsons, $125 on Yokohamas. And you can always pay now or later. Plus quick service with oil changes, brake jobs, $35 computer diagnostics to fix and repair your ride at Conley Tire and ConleyTire.net. Up next, I can report out on 2 of the indictments which were reported out by the Magafa County Grand Jury earlier today, as these 2 individuals were already incarcerated related to the cases that I'm about to mention. 2 men, 2 cases of extreme violence alleged by authorities, both with criminal histories just in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center themselves from court records and jail records that I found. The first is that of an assault in the 2nd degree indictment for Benji Salyers, a.k.a. Benji Mans. This case brought before the Magafa County Grand Jury by Officer Mike Nichols of the Sayersville Police Department. It goes back to early February, the 6th day of February of this year, where he was alleged to have attacked a female on a Sayersville or near a Sayersville street just above the newsroom a short distance. EMS responded that day. I can recall they found a female who had been severely beaten, losing a number of teeth, also suffering a severe wound from some sort of a dangerous or blunt object that she was struck with before being taken to the hospital. Salyer Mans fled the scene at the time and was later found by authorities and now has subsequently been indicted on that single count of assault in the 2nd degree. He has remained jailed since shortly after his arrest, which was shortly after the initial attack, again in early February. The next is also a story that we had run earlier here on Your News Today, and I believe in the Sayersville Independent as well, a case resulting in an indictment charging Marcus Sparks of Kelpatton Branch in Sayersville with assault in the 2nd degree, terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle first offense, and menacing. This after also in the month of February, on the 10th or 11th, he was said to have been in a domestic altercation with a female, attacking her. She tried to, and I believe eventually jumped out of the vehicle. He then fled in her vehicle, leaving her seriously wounded with some sort of deadly weapon, which, if I recall correctly, was never recovered at the time of the initial investigation. He also, upon trying to be arrested by authorities, claimed to be injured himself after they later found him after he fled in the victim's vehicle, and then jumped out of the ambulance in an attempt to elude authorities again. Again, Sparks charged with assault in the 2nd, terroristic threatening, unauthorized use of the victim's motor vehicle, and menacing. He, too, has been lodged since the initial arrest in the Big Sandy. Also court-related was the sentencing earlier today in the Justice Center here in McGoffin County, just across the street, where a man was sentenced to well over 10 years to serve 85% of that sentence for the stabbing death of another man 2 years ago. Just a quick follow-up from yesterday's report when I told you that the sentencing was scheduled for today. It did go as was initially planned after some delays in the case. Jack Witt, 40 of Sagersville, was sentenced to an amended charge of manslaughter in the first degree after initially being charged with murder of Jamie Bailey, who was found stabbed at their residence on Coal Branch. Bailey on the front porch of their residence. There was a knife that was also recovered initially, Witt claiming that the deceased had stabbed himself, either intentionally or accidentally. Investigators say that they proved that otherwise and reached an agreement with the Commonwealth and all parties involved to a 12-year sentence, which means 85% of that must be served before he could be considered eligible for any type of parole. He has also been given credit for the approximate 2 years that he has, actually it's just a bit over 2 years that he has served thus far, being jailed since Bailey's death on March the 17th of 2021. Community calendar announcements and the biggest Easter event of all here in McGoffin County in just a few moments. There where every day starts, it's made and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Parkway.
Come on down to the Mountain Arts Center to check out the new bluegrass sensation Woodbox Heroes. Woodbox Heroes is comprised of some of the biggest names in bluegrass. They bring a fresh new sound and a stage full of energy that will redefine your definition of a bluegrass show. Show is Saturday, April 8th at 7:30 p.m. Get your tickets now by visiting macarts.com or by stopping by the People's Bank box office.
2 locations, 2 ATMs, too much history, over 120 years, and just too many reasons not to trust the oldest, only banking family that exists for the sole purpose of helping your families, our friends, grow financially and securely. Lean on Sagersville National Bank for any of your home, auto, commercial, retirement, or online banking needs. And let us help you make your dreams come true. The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy. The convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service. And the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Don't forget the McGoffin County-wide cleanup campaign goes just tomorrow. Wraps up for District 1 residents, then it's District 2 next week, and then at the end of next week, that will also be in for the Sagersville citywide cleanup campaign. You can also leave tires up by the curb as they are being taken as part of the Tire Amnesty Program again this year. Big Half Mountain Church has special services ongoing all the way through Resurrection Sunday. Services Sunday morning at 10:30 at the Battlefield Park, weather permitting, and it will be just a bit on the chilly side at start, but a nice crisp morning for church services, and you're invited to join them at Big Half Mountain. Okay, here's the Easter event that I was telling you about earlier. The 3rd annual Royalton Community Easter Egg Hunt is this Saturday. If I said Sunday earlier, I apologize, but I caught myself, I think. Saturday, 11 till 2. I just talked to Jonna a few moments ago with the organization. They've got 14,000 eggs to hide, kids. 14,000 eggs. 50 to 60 prizes. 6 bicycles as well included in that. They've got 500 hot dog lunches, and that's with chips and Little Debbie's and drinks, all free. They've got 4 to 5 bands which are going to be performing throughout the afternoon, morning and afternoon. And this is not just for kids. Even if you don't have kids, I mean, come and enjoy the food and the fun and the activities and just the sights and sounds of all the kids that you're going to see. It's going to be a wonderful time. They'll have activities and events, pictures with the Easter Bunny, face painting, rock painting, sack races, wheelbarrow races. They'll have the giveaway for the bikes at, I think, 2 o'clock or so. It's just going to be a big time, and that is this Saturday. Remember, they're still looking for sponsorships for many of the classes for the Sagersville Masonic Lodge Horse Show that's upcoming Saturday, April the 22nd, down at the Horse Park on 460. Just $50 to sponsor a class. And you can contact Paul Gumby Montgomery to do so. All proceeds going to support the Coats for Kids program. One of the most wonderful things that's ever started like that to that degree and carried on for so many years here in McGoffin County. And you can be a part of that by simply sponsoring a class or showing up. Kids 12 and under get in free. It'll be $5 for adults. Also free, what, commercial goes, is the calendar announcements. You just send them to me and I'll tell everyone about the birthdays and anniversaries that you have planned. And remember, send those wedding announcements, anniversaries, birth announcements, birthdays to Heather at Sagersville Independent. They'll be printed in the paper and kept for a wonderful keepsake by whoever you so choose. And it's just a wonderful tradition to keep going. We love to do those as well. Going on to a few other announcements, obituaries tonight include services. A reminder to be held for Willie Isaac, to be held this Saturday morning beginning at 11 a.m. Isaac, at the age of 94, passed away on Monday of this week, the son of the late Irie and Dora Isaac, his wife Flora, brothers Bill Joe, Jesse, Hass Isaac, and Bradley Wireman, and sisters Julie Brown, Myrtle Vanderpool, Irene Brown, and Martha Wireman all preceded him in death. Services again start Saturday at 11 from the Sagersville Funeral Home. Visitation tomorrow evening after 6. 71-year-old Daniel Lee Puckett of Sagersville passed away Wednesday at the Riverview Healthcare in Prestonsburg. Son of the late Harry and Mary Ellen Snyder Puckett, he survived by son Shannon, daughter Sherry Puckett Cole, brother Paul Dale Puckett, sister Vicky Gamble, and 3 grandkids. And services have now been set for Saturday morning at 11 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation tomorrow evening after 6. And 47-year-old Gerald Milton Salyer II, Bud Salyer of Lexington, passed away Tuesday, the son of Gerald Salyer and the late Judy Brown Salyer. He survived by his father, daughters Adriana Salyer, Emily Salyer, Olivia Grace Salyer, Julie Page Salyer, son John Payne Salyer, and sisters Alicia Blair, Faith Wilson, and Michelle Harden. Services for Bud are going to be held Saturday at 2 from the Sagersville Funeral Home. The family will welcome friends this evening and all day tomorrow and prior to services. Again, set for Saturday at 2 o'clock. Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. Spring is always the most colorful season of the year at the seasonal shop. Come see for yourself. Gorgeous new clothes for everyone. Bright, flowy tops and dresses. Something perfect for Easter. Fun flare leg jeans and new styles and arrivals every day. New sweatshirts and shorts and tees by Royce, Ridge and Holler, and others. And little sleepies are here, all in an incredibly comfy, cute, and durable bamboo viscose material. All this and so much more that you just have to see this spring at the seasonal shop. I got a call last evening, a special invitation to join a special event that I think we'll probably see the likes of again, but I was already here locked up in the studio and putting the show together. And we'll certainly want to make sure we're there for the next time, but a few pictures graciously sent to us by some volunteers at the McGoffin County Animal Shelter, as well as we want to thank them, as well as Prohibition Coffee, who brought their somewhat world famous, at least in this part of the world, Pup Cup treats for all the pets in the shelter. just some pics that are certainly worth sharing, and a good time that I really hated to miss, but we'll make a point to be there for the next one. The animal shelter is often at near full capacity or full capacity, and we've been talking to the judge's office here as of late, and some other folks trying to, and we just about have it all in place where we can start helping these fine furry friends find a forever home through adoption. So we're still in the works of that, but it's getting close, and on a weekly basis you'll start to see a lot of these cute and adorable and very loving and friendly and happy faces, even though they're getting treated very well here at the Montgomery County Animal Shelter. So keep that in mind. Pup Cups were a hit, a huge hit, and I wish to thank all those who were volunteering that day, as well as Prohibition Coffee and Justin Darnell for supplying the wonderful treats they got out. They got to get a little walk, a little beautiful weather, and a beautiful treat, and that is a wonderful sight to see. So again, they can use your support at any time at the Montgomery County Animal Shelter. That's monetarily, that's with food, just manpower, time, to go walk a dog, and maybe love a furry friend for a little while out of a day will go a long way. Look for more here very soon about how you can find maybe someone to fill a spot in your life at the Montgomery County Animal Shelter. All right, it's on to calmer times weather-wise and an Easter outlook, which is looking a bit on the cooler side perhaps, but certainly comfortable and certainly calm, and that's two good things. Bear in mind, as you're looking at radar out there right now, Sunday, Easter Sunday, is going to be pretty nice. A little bit of a bite to it in the morning on the cooler side, but it's going to be nice. The day after tomorrow is not going to be all that bad. We do have, as you can see, at least a chance of some showers, nothing severe. And again, just missed all the action on the severe side, of course, last night, as it largely fizzled out before it got here as far as the severity. And a lot of this moisture that you're seeing right now, and pretty much in real time, near to it, just within a few minutes, is staying to, of course, our north, and will continue to trek that way. We are right now looking at just maybe about a 20% chance of some showers between 10 and 1. Some of those will finally maybe drop a little bit into eastern Kentucky, but nothing on the severe or even heavy side right now. And a low of 44 degrees for the rest of your evening. So not too bad. A little bit of moisture out there and on its way out. I mean, it might linger into your tomorrow to a very small degree, and technically into your Saturday morning by an even smaller degree. But it's getting better, and we're going to have a nice run, really, starting Easter Sunday and into next week. So 43, 44 tonight, cloudy, and a 20% chance of showers. Tomorrow, we will see more clouds than sun tomorrow. Cloudy skies, mid-50s, right around 56. Again, just a lingering chance, 20% shot of some showers in the morning, and then we'll see a bit of a break, I think, in the afternoon, and winds will be on the light side out of the northeast, 5 to 10 or so in the morning, and then calmer throughout the rest of your day. Can't rule out a slim chance of some overnight showers lingering into your Saturday, like till 8 a.m., a 10% chance, and that's it. And then Saturday, we'll see mostly cloudy skies, maybe a peak of sunshine here and there, and close to 60 degrees. It will be dry, I think, Saturday, most certainly after 8, and likely even before that. So close to 60, a little bit of wind coming out of the east, and that's just going to be it. So it's not the greatest of days, but it's going to be a nice, calm, and for the most part, dry day. That will take us into Easter Sunday with it being much improved, mid-60s. Look for some, widespread frost Saturday night and, of course, Easter morning. So just a bit of a bite to it when you first get up and head out to church or to hunt eggs or both or whatever you're doing Easter Sunday. That frost will be gone rather quickly, though, with some sunshine and mid-60s. By the latter afternoon hours, we'll see clear skies Sunday night and another round of frost, areas of frost Sunday night as well. Under mostly clear skies and temperatures even colder, I think will be closer to 32 Easter Sunday night. Monday, we'll start off with that widespread frost, of course, as we're going to be coming back from a 32-degree night. We'll see sunny skies pushing 70 on your Monday, and there's your pattern from there on out for the rest of your 7-day. Tuesday, 73. Wednesday, 78. Thursday, 81 sunny, beautiful degrees in the neighborhood. And that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you for being a part of this show and all that you are, and have a good night.